I want to believe it. I want to believe it. Okay, guys, I'm telling you, I want to believe it. But what the fuck did we just see? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be giving you guys the result of Money in the Bank, and holy shit, what a fucking night. What a fucking night they had in London. Holy shit. Like, I'm fucking speechless, guys. I am absolutely fucking speechless as I just realized I forgot to bring out some shit. I'm like flabbergasted by what we just witnessed. Literally, what we witnessed. What we witnessed, ladies and gentlemen, was fucking history in the making. History fucking made. I don't even know what the fuck to say. I don't even know what the fuck to say at all, except the fact that we are still 22 subs away from 200. We're getting closer to that goal. Hopefully we can make it to 200 subs by the time the summer ends. Disregard that, we got gardeners. Our gardeners are in our backyard, but as I've said in previous videos, 200 subs. Once we get to 200 subs, I'm opening this Korean Strike of Neos booster box in its entirety on the channel, on the hopes to potentially pull this guy, Elemental Hero Error Neos, the so-called forbidden Yu-Gi-Oh card. Is it really forbidden? I'll let you be the judge of that. If this channel gets to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners over at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support the channel, it also supports them as well, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes of potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, Red Eyes Black Dragon. The possibilities are out there, guys. But speaking of my partners at Collector Store, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I'll open up this first edition Toon Chaos box that I also got from them as well, in its entirety on the channel, on the hopes of potentially pull my second ever Collector's Rare, including the fact that that wouldn't be the only Collector's Rare I pulled, because I pulled this, a Collector's Rare Beat Cup from the World, from my Genesis Impact box opening. So if you guys want to see these boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue. Maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue. Deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topics. Or maybe you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys have not done so already, be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button, and be sure to follow me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which is this: which of these matches would you consider the match of the night? Excuse me. Let me know down in the comments below. And guys, let's get straight into it. Kicking things off, we got the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, which featured Ricochet, Shinsuke Nakamura, LA Knight, Santos Escobar of the LWO, Butch of the Brawling Brutes, Damian Priest of the Judgment Day, and social media icon Logan Paul. The ironic thing is that everybody in the match was focused on Logan Paul, and they were beating the hell out of him. This was basically everything we had expected from the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, because you guys know, when it comes to the Money in the Bank ladder match, pure chaos. Absolute chaos. And it was non-stop action, but the closing moments of the match was, we saw Damian Priest throw LA Knight off of the ladder with the broken arrow to grab the briefcase, and now he is Mr. Money in the Bank, or I guess now he prefers to call himself Senor Money in the Bank, which he could have cashed in at the premium live event. But did he though? Guess you guys will have to continue watching this video and find out. But big shout out to Damian Priest. Congrats on becoming Senior Money in the Bank. But we now move on into the first of three titles defended at Money in the Bank. This one was for the WWE women's tag team titles between the champions Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey against the duo that never lost the titles to begin with, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. This was pretty much everything that we had expected from Ronda and Shayna. Just joint manipulation, broken bones. Basically, it was everything we had expected. But what we didn't expect, this was the first thing that just made me go, what the fuck did we just see? You guys know, if you guys had seen Shayna Baszler in NXT, then you guys know that Shayna Baszler was always the heel. This time she became a babyface, or so we think, as she attacked Ronda Rousey and basically handed Liv and Raquel the women's tag team titles, as Raquel hit Ronda with a Tejada Bomb and Liv hitting Ronda with Oblivion to become the tag team champions. Shoutouts to both Liv and Raquel, and shoutouts to Shayna Baszler. I guess she finally realized what people have been saying about Ronda Rousey. I guess I don't know, but shoutouts to Liv and Raquel, new tag team champions. But speaking of titles, we move on into the second of three title matches defended. This one for the Intercontinental title between the original bro Matt Riddle and the ring general Gunther. And this was, I guess in a way, it was kind of home turf for Gunther, because he started his professional wrestling career in London, actually, at the promotion known, I believe the promotion known as Progress, and then transitioned to Evolve and WXW and whatnot. Then transitioned over to NXT UK. Then NXT, in Orlando. Now he's on the main roster as the Intercontinental Champion. That's how dominant Gunther is. And we knew that Riddle's ankle was gonna play a huge factor going into this match. And it became quite the factor, as Gunther chopped Riddle's broken ankle and applied a heel hook onto Riddle, forcing him to tap out. So Gunther is still the Intercontinental Champion, but out comes Drew McIntyre, first time since WrestleMania, and attacks the ring general. And now Drew McIntyre has his eyes set on the Intercontinental title, a title that he's won already. He's won the title in the past, but it's eluded him more than ever because of the fact that the last time he was champion, he was entitled, he was obnoxious, and he was basically a spoiled brat, if you will. Nowadays, he's more mature. He's more mature. He's more calm, I guess, and he's not the Drew McIntyre of the past, if you will. So, shoutouts to Drew McIntyre. Welcome back. Hell of a performance by Riddle, but it was not enough. But speaking of things that weren't enough, Cody Rhodes, Dominic Mysterio. Dom's music hits, and he gets booed the living fuck out of. Cody Rhodes' music hits, and they're all singing his song like it's nothing. What can I say, right? This was basically everything we had expected, from a match of this magnitude. Apparently Dom is I don't know what the hell Dom is thinking. I don't know what the hell he was thinking thinking that he could go up against a WrestleMania main eventer like Cody Rhodes. Nah. Crossroads to Dominic Mysterio. 1, 2, 3. And it was game over. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. But not only did we see the return of Drew McIntyre, we even also got to see the return of John Cena. We hadn't seen him since WrestleMania. And it's ironic because ever since I started this channel, I have called quite a few of his matches, especially in premium live events. You know, whether it was, what was it, Payback? No. Wait, was it Payback? No. I think, what was it, Money in the Bank? Battleground, SummerSlam, WrestleMania. I've called so many of John Cena's matches here on the channel. It's hard to count, but WrestleMania in London, that's actually a pretty good idea. But of course, we saw Grayson Waller come out and say, nah. We need WrestleMania in Australia. Don't get me wrong. Both ideas are pretty good, but I like John Cena's idea better. But John Cena hit Grayson Waller with an attitude adjustment and walked off, which then led us to the women's Money in the Bank ladder match between Zelina Vega of the LWL, Becky Lynch, Zoe Stark, Bayley and Io Sky of Damage Control, and the Hall of Famer Trish Stratus. Honestly, anybody who wasn't Bayley or Trish, I would have been okay with. Luckily, it wasn't either of those two, so we were okay. But this was basically everything we had expected. We knew that there was a lot of combustible elements. Obviously, Trish, you know, and Damage Control, Becky Lynch and Damage Control, Becky Lynch and Zoe Stark and Trish. There were so many combustible elements within all 5 of those women. They forgot about one more person, Zelina Vega, but it wasn't enough. It was non-stop action, the same as the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, pure chaos. And just when you thought that Becky Lynch or Bayley was going to win, Io Sky handcuffed Becky and Bayley to one another, which allowed Io Sky to unhook the briefcase and is now Miss Money in the Bank. Honestly, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that Io won Money in the Bank, but I'm kind of surprised that it wasn't Becky Lynch because of the fact that it's home turf. In a way, it's home turf. You know, because she wrestled all over the world, all over in the UK, in her homeland in Ireland. Everywhere she's been, she is dominated. And tonight unfortunately wasn't the case for Becky Lynch, but congrats to Io Sky on becoming Miss Money in the Bank. Now the question is for both Io and Damian, what's next for them? Only time will tell. But speaking of cashing in, we move on to the World Heavyweight Championship between Seth freaking Rollins, the champion, and Finn Balor, the challenger. A match 7 years in the making. Absolutely insane. Pure nuts. This was basically, in a way, this was kind of similar to SummerSlam in 2016, and it's ironic because I actually did a prediction video of that 7 years ago. Think about that, guys. 7 years ago, all the way back when, and think about what was on that card, right? You had Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton, Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor for the inaugural Universal title, Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler for the WWE title, You had Sasha Banks, or I guess now Mercedes Moné, I guess, I don't know, against Charlotte Flair for the Raw Women's title, or yeah, back then anyway. The Miz versus Apollo Crews for the Intercontinental title. AJ Styles versus John Cena. The New Day against Gallows and Anderson for the tag team titles, which I believe, yeah, that was Gallows and Anderson won by DQ. Enzo Amore and Big Cass against Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho. Rusev versus Roman Reigns for the United States title. Cesaro versus Sheamus in a best-of-7 series. Becky Lynch, Naomi, and Carmella against Natalya, Nikki Bella, or originally Eva Marie, but bullshit, of course, and Alexa Bliss. Sami Zayn versus Neville, or rather, Sami Zayn and Neville against the Dudley Boys. And of course, the Usos, the Hype Bros, and American Alpha against the Vaudevillains, the Ascension, and Breezango. Think about the results. The Usos, American Alpha, and the Hype Bros won their match. Sami Zayn and Neville won their match against the Dudleys. Sheamus picked up the first victory of the best-of-7 series. Jericho and Owens overcame Enzo and Cass. Charlotte regained the women's title over Sasha. Miz retained the Intercontinental title against Apollo Crews. AJ Styles won against Cena by pinfall. Again, Gallows and Anderson won by DQ. Ambrose defeated Dolph Ziggler to retain his WWE title. Nikki Bella, Natalya, and Alexa Bliss overcame the odds against Becky Lynch, Carmella, and Naomi at that time. Balor pinned Rollins to become the first ever Universal Champion. Rusev and Reigns ended in a no contest, and then Lesnar defeated Randy Orton by TKO. Now notice this: Balor and Rollins. Notice what I mentioned. You know, I mentioned that Finn Balor was able to defeat Seth Rollins, even though Balor had to give up the title due to injury. It still counted as a victory for Balor. This was a match, not a match that Balor needed, but it was a match that Rollins needed, and he got his wish. He defeated Finn Balor with a stomp to retain the World Heavyweight title, amidst the fact that Damian Priest came out and basically cost Balor the match. But now we move on into the main event, and holy shit. You guys know, every Monday, the Monday after I do the results of these premium live events, I always do an episode of WWE's Biggest Issue where I do a full in-depth review of the card and give my rating. This one won't be any different, but I'm telling you guys right now, what you guys are about to hear, that I'm going to talk about, will shock you to your core. The Bloodline Civil War. Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa against the Usos. The undisputed Universal Champion teams up with the former NXT North American Champion to take on the longest reigning tag team champions ever in WWE history, the Usos. Now, I want to understand. Now, I want you guys to understand one thing. December 15th, 2019 was the last time Roman Reigns got pinned. That was 1,277 days ago. This was back and forth. We knew that these four men were going to beat the living fuck out of each other. And there was a time, right? A spear to what was it, to who? Jimmy Uso? And then a spear and a Samoan spike at the same time to Jey Uso. 1, 2, kick out. Kick out at 2. Oh, fuck, that's right. I forgot the Garners are here. Anyway, think about that, guys. A kick out at 2 from a Samoan spike and a spear. The match continues. Solo gets driven, gets put through a table. Roman Reigns is all alone. He has no one. A plethora of super kicks by the Usos. And Jey Uso, of all people, of all fucking people. 1, 2, 3. After 1,277 days, for the first time ever since that time, Roman Reigns has been pinned. The whole world can fucking rejoice. The world thought that he was invincible. He ain't invincible. He's just a man. He's a man overprotected by the wise man, Paul Heyman. That and by other people who think Roman Reigns should be the face of WWE for a very long time, which would be about 20 years perhaps. But that insert joke here. Anyway, even I still can't believe it. I don't know what the hell just happened. I don't know what is gonna happen this coming Friday on SmackDown. There's no telling what the fuck could happen. I just don't know. But that brings me to the once again, that brings me to the question of the day. What would you, out of all the matches that were on this card, what would you consider to be the match of the night? Let me know down in the comments below. And guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel, you guys want more premium live event predictions and or results in the future, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and follow me on all my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out. Fuck.